What up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I'm Coach Glow. The babies is laying down at my feet. Today we are gathered here to pull cards for Gemini. Show me cards for Gemini. Oh, I saw the Seven of Wands and the Judgment. So you're like trying to push something off. It's like trying to come back to you, trying to bring up a subject. Like something is like trying to bubble up, or something is bubbling up in you. Like it's trying to bubble up. I'm laughing because today I'm like super emotional. I'm super emotional, but I'm sure it's because, you know, it's getting close to that time of the month. But I'm like super emotional today, and I'm like, ain't nothing wrong. So I get it. Like there's like a bubbling up it's like trying to come to the surface, you know, and you're pushing it down, you're pushing it away, you're pushing it far away. It's like you're supposed to be winning at something. Oh, because you're tired. The Four of Swords tried to come out. You're supposed to be winning at something right now, but for some reason you're like pushing it away. And I feel like the universe is urging you not to give up. Not to give up on something here. It wants you to try harder. Or, you know, stick in there. These are the moments that show you what you're made of. If you are who you say you are. The King of Swords. What is your truth? Someone demands respects here. King of Swords, the wise old man, Aquarius energy. You could be getting some advice, or somebody's telling you a story about their life. And it's kind of helping you to see clearly your next move, King of Swords. You're like a king. Or I'm seeing like chess. King of Swords. And it's like your move. King of Wands. Ooh, is somebody coming up against you? Uh-oh. Do we have a competition going on here? Someone's very attractive, sexy, a go-getter, ambitious. I feel like this guy is more, like people are warmer to this person. They let this person in more often than this one. But this one, they need the most. This one's like, I can find out the answer for you. I'm willing to go and get the answer. You know, I might not have the answer, but I'm willing to go and get it. You know, to be there to fight for, you know, something. But this guy, they need this guy. Whether they like him or not. They fucking need this guy. This guy knows more than this guy. Or this guy is just better, it just knows more about a specific avenue than this guy. This one's more like straight to the point. And this King of Wands gets the answer to come to him. Or it gets the, right? So this is like good cop, bad cop type of energy with the King of Swords. The King of Swords is like giving this person choices. You got a choice. You could do this or that. You know, what about your future? You're both very like, you care about how something ends up. You both care about the truth you end up wearing, what people see you as. So look at your rising sign. Somebody here might be a fire rising sign or a air rising sign.
Just imagine.
And this King of Wands, like, wants to use your brain. They want to pick your brain. They want to have you, they might want to work with you, work by your side. You're both very talented. You're both very skilled. You both get a lot of respect, you know. I feel like there's not a right or a wrong way of doing something here. It's just about knowing your strengths. The Hierophant. Your job. What you're committed to. You could be dealing with a Taurus here who is like trying to put rules on how you go about your business. Ace of Cups. Something about there being no rules, like Ace of Cups. They're like, how do you know? How do you know that it won't work out, right? This is your head and your heart. Literally, this is your head and your heart. I'm getting Leo vibes. It's like they respect each other. They respect, there's something that they have in common here, and that is their open hearts, their kindness. King of Swords, King of Wands. Maybe the lesson is to because it's like someone has like this fiery element to them. Man, it's like, how can these two possibly like work together? It doesn't fit. There's like a lot of something that comes out of the both of you guys. But for some reason, I just don't feel like it's completely whole yet. It's like you both have a lot of something. You're both... You've both grown up to become like leading members of your field. The Hierophant. Are you like brothers or something? What? And the King of Pentacles. What the fuck? You got the King of Swords, the King of Wands, and the King of Pentacles here. So it's very like mature energy where you are taking care of your gifts. So this King of Swords, he's very logical. It's like you need, with the Hierophant, you know, these are all the people that can help you. This King of Pentacles has connections. They know how to make money. They know how to like build a foundation or make something last. Like this is like your accountant here. It's like you need an accountant or a mechanic here with the King of Pentacles. The King of Wands, this is somebody who's going to promote you here. And the King of Swords, this person is going to connect, network. And somebody is worried that What are you worried about? Somebody's worried about this new love. It's like an opportunity for love, or an opportunity to create music or magic, or to Ace of Cups, to replenish or put something in. You might have been worried that maybe somebody wasn't going to want to work with you because what you do is so different, or your style of doing something is so different. Like, you feel like your styles are too different, and you feel like that's what's going to like block some sort of like communication. Maybe that's why somebody's not talking to you, because they don't like your style of business even. It's like, if somebody is so mature, and if they trust themselves, and if they have learned the lesson here, why are they second guessing it? Or why are they at a crossroads? Like, why do they keep flip-flopping between, you know, yes, I want to do something, yes, I'm going to go after it, but then they, you know, they're questioning every single step. Eight of Swords. I knew that shit was coming out. Four of Wands. It's like, you know, people are visiting your house or something like that, and you're nowhere to be found. Like, they don't see you nowhere. With the King of Wands. Or you invite like a bunch of people somewhere and you're like not even there. This is somebody who's like not late to their own party, but just doesn't show up to their own gathering or their own events. Because of some sort of responsibility, or you're traveling, or a King of Swords, or you haven't figured out how to like reveal something or share something. The Chariot. I feel like all you have to do is fucking show up. Like, just show up and be yourself. Do what you know how to do. And the rest will unfold. It will follow. You know, Ace of Cups, as long as you are doing what makes your heart sing, you know, with the Hierophant, it makes you feel good because you're sharing, you're helping others, you're being a leader. You know, even if you don't feel so strong all the time for it, or not ready, like someone is scared that, you know, King of Swords, it's like, you know what you're talking about. That's why it's so easy for you to like say it. But you're like, you know, in the back of my mind, I'm still second guessing my own success. In the back of your mind, you still have this like fear of rejection, even though all signs are go. All signs say go. Even though you get the green light on all this shit with the King of Pentacles. If you don't show up, you won't get more opportunities. So you gotta show up to your own shit, you know? Also, something about taking accountability. Being honest. Sharing your truth. Sharing your fears. You're not the only one going through that. You're not the only one who's confused. You're not the only one who's made a mistake. You're not the only one who's ever judged anybody. You're not the only one who has hurt someone and didn't know how to apologize for it. This is like you not being able to find the words when the opportunity is right in front of you. You're like stuttering. The Chariot. And I feel like someone never stutters. This is like you're on a lie detector test as well. You know? Someone's like, are you happy? And you're like thinking about it, like logically. Like, yeah, I mean, I guess I'm not. I guess I am happy. you know, King of Wands, you're like, I'm healthy, I'm fit. King of Pentacles, like, you know, my family's good, everything's taken care of, I'm on top of things. You know, why do I still feel like this dragging feeling? Why do I still feel like I can't say what I want to say? And you're on the lie detector test. Are you happy? Right? So these are like you're still having these like thoughts, these like dark thoughts, and they're like, you're like, why do those thoughts still cripple me when I've been past that? Or you feel like you've learned that lesson with the Ace of Cups. It's like a childhood like fear that you have. You're like, why am I still afraid of like clowns? Like I married like the best in the world. I have the best of the best. Like, why am I still worried about these clowns? Or like being chased by clowns or something like that. Like, why am I still afraid of this? Or why does it still, why do I still think about this with the Ace of Cups? Why, when I still think about this person, I still smile? I'm smiling, like, what the heck? I'm not supposed to be smiling. Like, the Chariot, you're like, I should have been left. I should have been gone. So there's somewhere that you're like lingering around when you have things that you need to take care of. It's like you're living in your future life and your past life at the same time. And I feel like right now you're getting this great opportunity to expand, to keep going in the direction that you're already going in. I feel like you're doing great, but you're second guessing something with the Hierophant. Maybe you thought that if you hit this milestone, or if you hit this, if you got over something, or if you could get rid of something, if you could change something about like your face or your body, or, you know, your money or something like that, like things would get better, or you would feel like happier. And you're like even more afraid to lose it now. Ace of Cups. You're like, there's this opportunity in front of me, or I'm like living this dream right now. You're so afraid to lose it. You're so afraid of it being taken from you. You finally gained some sort of success. You finally made it to the top of the mountain. You're the best in class. Teacher's pet, even. Now I'm scared that I'm going to lose it all, because you feel like nothing lasts forever with the Hierophant. Ace of Cups. You're scared of this new beginning. You feel like things are going so well. Like, you know, things are going so well. Why would I let like a negative comment or something like that, like, ruin my day still? Like, how could that ruin my day still? Like something so petty, or so like last year, or something not in style anymore. Like, why would I play into that game? Or why am I still playing into that game? Or why am I still attracted to like this bad boy, or this no, I don't want to say toxic, but just there's somebody here that you can't figure out, and they're not a bad person. They're not a bad person because you don't understand them. And I feel like you've learned that. You've learned that on your own. And you know this at your core. And you've been trying to, you know, practice gratitude, or there's a lot of practice here. Um, that you're like putting in, and you're like, damn, but I'm still stuck. Your mind is still stuck on something. Two of swords, and you're like, I'm trying to think of like things to do for my future, things to do right now to enjoy what's going on, and I'm over here scared as hell. You know, what's gonna happen if I do it this way or if I do it that way? I feel like there's no right or wrong way of doing something with the Hierophant. Like, you know what to do. Set it and forget it type shit. Pray on it. You know, King of Pentacles, but you're like, what if I'm praying for the wrong things? Well, you won't know until you tried them. And you're like, what if I've tried them a million times and they never work? And I'm trying to be logical, you know, but my heart, like, I don't know. Like, I'm still just so attracted to, like, this dark side. Or, like, the feeling of panicking even. And I feel so bad because it just feels you're stuck. It feels like you're stuck because you can't help but to overthink something here with the King of Pentacles. Even if you're in a safe place, like, I feel like you want to, like, there's like something that you feel like you need to confess, something that you just want to confess. You want to get it off your chest, get it off your mind. You need to release it. You need to let it go. But you just can't seem to do that with the King of Swords. That's why something is still in your line of sight, still in your peripheral, still in your future here. Because you're putting them there the more that you think about them. All this work that you're doing. For some reason, you just feel like you can't leave somebody behind. Because even though they taught you, they were the catalyst of you learning all these lessons and becoming the strong human being that you are, like, you still have love for them. And you don't want to see them fail. Maybe they're headed in the wrong direction here, and you're headed in like a very good, prosperous direction, and you feel healthy, and you feel like you're going places, and you got your hand out, and you're like, come with me, bitch. Like, or you just got to try these things, and they just like refuse to try them. I'm seeing like a know-it-all here. They're like, I'm fine. I'm fine. Stop telling me how to live my life. And for some reason, you feel like it's your job to tell people, or tell her, or tell him, or tell your kids or somebody here, or tell even your therapist or your religious leader or something like that, how to do their job. With the King of Swords. You know, somebody might be feeling like, why is that any of your business? You don't even do this, or something like that. Why is this any of your business? Like, aren't you married? Chariot. It's like, put your hand back in your cart. Stay in your lane, I'm getting. Especially from that Seven of Wands earlier. And the Chariot. And I mean, why wouldn't you stay in your lane? Look at it. You're grounded. Your world is perfect. You did that. You and God. Y'all built that shit. You are in such a good position. You feel healthy. That's why you feel so good about yourself. You're like, everyone should feel this way. And you're like, this is how you do it. And it's like, there are so many different ways to get there. You know, you can share your story with the King of Swords, but you have to know that not everybody thinks this way. And that's funny that the Taurus card is here, because I feel like Tauruses are kind of like that. You know, like they'll stop talking to people, or they'll like look at them funny here because they do things a certain way that's not like you wouldn't approve of it. I hear somebody being like, that's not cute. That's not cute. Like somebody feels like, like it doesn't matter how perfect you are in something, like somebody will find something to criticize you on, whether it be like how you do your job, how you take care of yourself, whether you're really happy or not, whether you've got it figured out. I don't know. This one has a different way of doing something. You might be worried that someone has it all wrong and they're trying to get you to like follow them or promote them or something like that. And you're like, I don't really believe in what you're doing. I don't really, like, that's not my style. It's not my brand to, like, push something like that. So, like, even if you are my friend or my family, like, I know that you like to do that. So, go do that. But when you want to do stuff that we can do together, then we can do that too. Like, I feel like there's a fair way to work with each other, but I just feel like there's somebody here who's like a know-it-all and they think that they know what's best for the collective, and I just feel like this person is not the emperor, but they're trying to act like the emperor, or like they are the emperor. Four of Cups. Like I said though, it's like you're not really like interested in their style, or you wouldn't do it that way, you know. So somebody could be like calling you a lot and like asking you to hang out, or right, because this is something you don't want to do. You don't want to hang out with these people. like like you don't want to get emotionally connected to someone here, because also I feel like this person, if you don't reach back out to them, like even if you have your own like family or your own life, like they have to know how your day went or everything that you're doing. Could be like a parent or something. You're like, Dad. Or maybe your dad is trying to dad your kids, and like that's not going to fly or something like that. Or you parent your kids a different way than your parents do, you know. You might have to explain something to your children about how, your parents are, or how particular, how they might be viewed as, like what people might see them as, and not to be scared of it, right? You could be teaching someone that, everyone is different, everyone is unique, everyone is their own person, you know. I just feel like it worries you, because when like if you have a child and they have to encounter that and they're all alone out there and they have to encounter that, you want to make sure that they're prepared to handle a situation. With the Chariot here, which the Chariot is like police, like getting pulled over, you know, someone's having like good, clean fun here, and because they look a certain way, they're being treated like a stereotype. And you might have to explain something like that to like a kid, and a kid is just like, it could be like a teenager or something, and they're like, that's not right, that's not right, like how does that make sense, how does that make sense, Dad, how does it make sense? You don't want them to wall out. You want them to handle a situation or a person respectfully. You could be bringing your kids back to where you grew up or something like that, back to the hood, showing them around, and you're like teaching them like etiquette, like how to behave around certain people, or you could be teaching them how people are going to might behave around them. But it really bothers you that challenge is going to come up for them. And you just want to be a great role model. You're trying to be a great role model. You're trying to I don't know. Because I'm getting a sense of someone being very like sheltered. You know, there's someone here that you might not be able to get to calm down. I feel like you're very knowledgeable about a lot of things. They really appreciate you and they respect you as a person, but I don't think that you can talk to this person to get them to calm down. Like you don't know how to, like when they get to their like peak masculinity type of like energy here, like I feel like it's like a dad raising girls, you know? Like a dad can't really teach a girl how to handle when she gets her first, you know, and, you know, I just feel like it's really bothering someone that their child is changing and like you can only give them so much advice. You know, all you can do is, and you know, you can't really do it for them. You know, you just have to be a good role model. I'm just hearing role models. You're like a good role model, or you're trying to be a good role model. You are, but I feel like you're blocking yourself from being yourself because you care so much about how people see you. And the reason why you're gaining all this respect is because you're telling your story, but it's like you keep stopping yourself or holding yourself back from telling the whole story. It's almost like you're not giving people a chance to criticize you or like say no, because either you don't even bring it up or you reject it, or it gets rejected. Somebody keeps on rejecting a serious conversation with you. They're like not interested in hearing how you want to go about like moving something forward. Yeah, 3 of Wands. So it's like somebody went from like supporting you wholeheartedly, and then something comes up with the Chariot. It almost looks a little bit better, or they're acting like they know better because they're doing better than you. And then somebody leaves them, and then they get left. And now they don't have, they had the 4 of Wands, all safe and secure. Here, it's all good. You know, they're overcoming like little challenges, but you might be worried that the biggest one is yet to come. The biggest challenge is yet to come. So it's almost like you want to hold on to this moment right now. Or you want to hold on to the past. You know, it's like you don't want to let go. You don't want to let somebody be free. It's almost like you've become kind of like used to this like trapped mindset. Maybe it made you a good writer. All of this like hard stuff on your mind, and you releasing it with the King of Pentacles probably made you so much money. You could be a music writer or some sort of writer or something like that. And just you releasing all of these notes, all of these thoughts that you have in your head, you just releasing them and releasing them. Like, it was good, but you're worried about it running out. It's never going to run out, babe. With the Hierophant, it's never going to run out, babe. When are you going to learn? These people are not here to challenge you. They're here to help you grow. They're not here to block you or show you that what you're doing is wrong. Just because they agree with you does not mean that it's over, or that you shouldn't work with them, or, you know, that they don't understand the vision. They might be a little bit scared, you know. Maybe they don't understand the vision, you know, but they will catch up, right? Just because somebody's not ready to get on something with you right now does not mean that they're not interested at all. They're waiting for the perfect time when they feel ready, when they feel more prepared. You know, this is a feeling of like you being smart enough to implement an idea and getting the fuck out of the way and letting it play out. Let the universe do its thing. With the Hierophant, I see you praying about it, setting it and forgetting it. Praying about it here and then getting the fuck out of the way instead of overthinking what you're going to do when you get, you know, blah, 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 whatever. Not like, what if it never comes, you know? There's like an overthinking of something here that you are feeling inspired about. And you have to know that you're a natural at it. And when you're being called up, you're going to be ready. But it's like they're not going to wait for you. They're not going to come back to you. You have to go back to church, start making your requests again, right? Because I feel like there's something here that you are requesting. You keep on making requests for this thing here. You think about it all the time. You look it up all the time. And so the universe is bringing it to you, right? Bringing it to you, and you're like, damn, you know, like this is kind of like cool. Like, you know, a lot of people are really into my stuff, or it's like made me really popular. It's made me really famous here. But they want another one. And so you're like, maybe you're fresh out of material. And you're like, damn, that was actually like years and years of like this, you know, like growing through it and writing all my thoughts down and blah, 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 blah. But they want more. Like, what's the next thing with the Chariot? Like I don't know what to talk about next or what to do next with this thing. With the Hierophant, I feel like you're you've been practicing something for a long time, and it's helped you grow like spiritually. That when these bad thoughts do come in, it's like you're processing them a lot faster now. You are able to look at it and decide, or just know or recognize something that you are just not interested in. And if it's not talking about this, you know, you're still going to wait on it. You're still waiting on this here. So it looks like you're not just taking whatever is being thrown at you, which I love that for you, because you know your worth with the King of Pentacles. You know what you bring to the table. You know the kind of people you need to talk to or you need to have on your side with the Hierophant. You know whom to connect with, what the right mentality is to have. You know the right kind of conversations that you want to be in here. So it's not like you're scared to talk to these people. It's that you're so smart. You're so smart that you know what they're going to be talking about, or you know the next thing that they're going to say. And you're just like, okay, I can see how you think. And it's not up my alley. It's not really my style here, right? Because you know your style with the Chariot, and your style is what's trending right now. Your style is what's working, or what's been working for you. You know, you could also know that somebody's just a hater on the low with the Three of Cups, acting like you're a friend, but really just like, I don't know, because this person acts very like disinterested all the time. They like it when you're feeling anxious. They like it when you have nobody to talk to. They like it when you get all up in your head because you get scared and you clam up. But I feel like not no more. Not no more. I feel like somebody's not around um, to downplay your skills. You could be traveling to like get away from like negative talkers, negative thinkers, bonchincheras. You be staying way out the way. You be staying way out the way, but yet because you're very optimistic about like the future, because you've learned, you know, the energy that you want to work with and how to work with it. You learn how to work with your, you've learned how to work with your enemy. Wow. You've learned how to work with your energy, I meant to say, right? With the Hierophant, we might not all believe in the same shit here, but we all have a love for something, and that's love and growth, and I feel like a spiritual growth here. There is a big project. It looks like a group project where people don't really get along with each other, or you don't want to let certain people in. I don't want to let that bitch in. That bitch is not invited. Somebody could be like, you're worried that somebody's not going to invite you somewhere or something like that because you speak differently or you look differently. But I feel like you end up getting invited anyways because of, again, your skill set. You are so attractive. You're attractive. It's like people are using your status. The Emperor. Didn't I say earlier that somebody was no emperor? Now they are. Now they are. This guy is fair. He makes fair decisions here. What's best for the empire? What's best for the brand? I feel like all of you networking here. What's best for the brand? All of you are getting into alignment with each other because I feel like you all have like the same calling. You know. You have the Five of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. There's a fear of missing out, you know, feeling like if I don't, I'm so sorry, baby is taking a little nap. She's tired. Yeah. Somebody's saying that you don't have to choose us. You might not, you know, we might not have the same views on everything. But they could be offering you some sort of chance of a lifetime to do like greater work than all of this, to really unite people. Queen of Cups. It's the loving way. It's the way to go. Three of Cups. Yeah, uniting, getting everybody together. United we stand as a group projects here. The Emperor. You might not be the boss, but I feel like the purpose is the boss. With the Hierophant. And everybody has their strengths. And everybody, regardless of what's going on out there, can come together you know, for, 5 of Wands, 6 of Swords, yeah. The Justice card, yeah. The Knight of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, Pentacles, yeah. It's like it takes a village, you know, and everybody's coming together because this is what's most important. The children, you know, healing, the brand. See the 10 of Pentacles here, the Sun card, King of Cups, the Knight of Cups. Everybody feels good about the direction that something is going in. And you feel like you're the one in charge, the one leading everybody. In the back of your mind, though, you're second guessing yourself and you're stuttering because it is such a huge responsibility. It's like you don't take some sort of job lightly. You take your job very seriously. You want us all to win. You want us all to be great. Maybe you feel like you might be feeling like you are the only one fighting to keep something together. You know, you hate being looked at as like the bad guy, but sometimes you have to be that guy and you have to be strict. You have to also be encouraging. You got to wear all these fucking hats. You're the boss. You're the boss. You know, and you need to start delegating some tasks here. People want to join in. They want to get involved. But you have to make it open, you know, inviting. You have to invite the people in. And it's like you're not talking about it. It's like you have this awesome place. You have this awesome thing in your life that could help millions of people, and you don't even invite anybody. Or you don't even ask your friends to invite anybody. 9 of Cups. Or, I don't know, it's like you don't seem very inviting. Like someone's got resting bitch face like a motherfucker. But they're like the nicest, most caring, most giving person ever. Like they have all this love, you know, they're actually really warm and loving. But you just don't seem very inviting. And you're like, you know, you still want some of your privacy. I feel like somebody still wants their privacy, you know, and not everybody knows how to treat your positive energy here. You know, some people might call you names, call you a weirdo, make you feel like an outcast, you know, shoot you down, reject you. And it makes you sort of want to get in a shell. Sometimes, honestly, like, I can't tell the difference between a Cancer and a fucking Gemini. I swear. I swear. Because Cancers, sometimes, they be the most two-faced. And Geminis, they be like... emotionally manipulative a little bit. I don't know. That's just my opinion, though. Queen of Cups. You know, this sad girl or sad boy, I don't know. It's like people are approaching you and it's like a sob story or like a sad story. So they don't even feel like they can share their story with you. Now they feel like they're there because you need help. You know? You know? If you're going to be a leader, I don't know. It's like you can't smoke your own supply or something like that. I don't know. Like, I mean, you know, it is nice to have a rewarding job, you know, if you're like helping people and they help you back or whatever, but it can't all just be about you. You can't always need help all the time. Sometimes you have to be the one to give advice, you know, not just keep taking advice from people. you know, because I feel like some people are like trying to talk to you and you're not really listening to them. You're more thinking about how you're going to use this to, I don't know. But somebody here feels like that you don't really feel, you don't really care about their feelings. You just care about their history or their story or something like that. Somebody feels like you're trying to like sell them without them knowing. And they're going to be really pissed off when they see you getting paid off of something here that has to do. They're going to want to have a cut of something here for sure. Knight of Wands. There's going to be a conversation very soon about like a cut, getting a cut, your cut of something, getting some money, getting money together. Somebody might want to partner up with you, you know. I don't know. This video is getting kind of long. Anyways, that's what I have for you guys. I hope you got something from it. If not, maybe in the next one. But if it did help, if it did anything for you guys, please don't forget to like this video, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I love you guys so much. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one.